Hard to do a rap to this, trying to like soft rap. Is that a term? Maybe. Seriously, can we make someone? I mean, I can talk all day over this, but anyone? We're running late already. So, here's the wait for the. Woo! All right, we ready to go here?
Yeah, we're ready.
Welcome everyone to a completely unnecessary podcast live from Portland, Expo. Alongside a servant Ian Ferguson, I'm Pat Contry. Guys, we have one main topic to discuss, and then your Q&A. So it's sort of like a preemptive strike for the CU podcast. We're going to record on Tuesday. Ian, how's the convention treating you so far?
I'm anxious and got some nerves.
Microphone guy. Microphone.
Great, hi. Oh yeah, I'm great.
You're just great? I think Pat's going to have to just run with this one. You're like the color commentator from the movie Major League. Bobby, you're great. The color commentator says like 3. What?
Yeah.
No? 1989? Anyway, no baseball fans here. Speaking of Cleveland, they're in the World Series. There you go. We're selling a certain NES guidebook. We have certain podcast T-shirts available outside of booth 210. But Ian, that's not why they're here.
Yeah.
The news of the day, Ian, is Nintendo's Switch.
Yeah, Switch, yes.
They revealed the Switch. Now, in the last podcast or so, we talked about what would be the launch titles coming up. And if you go back and watch that podcast, not that Pat is a psychic, but I said they got to release the reveal of this within like a few weeks from now. They just have to, because they're running dangerously close.
I seem to remember me saying that it was causing them damage and you...
Well, no, you said it was causing damage, but I said that they're definitely going to have a release. Not that I'm not some prognificator, is that a word? Prognosticator and pontificator. I corrected myself. I write stuff. I have a pulpit? Just another P word?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we're going to... I don't know what we're doing right now. But the whole...
What is this? They had to announce it, and they announced it out of nowhere, like an RKO on the internet, with a
3.5...
I prefer Diamond Cutter.
Diamond Cutter, Ace Crusher. He's throwing up the Diamond Cutter sign for those wrestling fans. So a 3.5-minute release trailer that we can talk all about. I want to get
to that, revealing a few things that most of
which we knew from rumor and awfully drawn, supposedly leaked pictures from like Foxconn in China.
People, I want to let you know something. It's a portable and a console.
That was
Bob.
the huge. Well, the one thing is that they're going for like gunmetal gray instead of a white or black, which is I think is sleek. We'll get into that.
But cheap.
But yes, it is going to be a hybrid console, but not really. But mainly, it's a handheld that just docks your TV to go on your to watch your television. It's basically an inverted Wii U. Is what we're basically looking at.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. So, what did we learn? We learned that the cute little Joy controllers
Looks like a dog with wonky eyes.
so you can slide them onto the tablet and use it like a handheld, like a 3DS, basically, or like a PSP to exist.
Right.
But then you can also just take the tablet, and it has this little, some phones even have them, the little little kickstand thing, and you can watch it and then use the little, use the other one. You can just use them totally independently, like almost like having a Wii nunchuck and having the wand, right?
The remote and the nunchuck.
Wiimote, nunchuck, whatever. The whole point is that you have a little more freedom with that, which is interesting. What's also interesting, they actually revealed also, though, like I guess the Switch Pro controller is what it looked like.
Right.
At the same time, which will be your standard at this point, crosshair, 2 analogs.
Xbox controller.
The Xbox controller, yes, the standard Xbox controller in the past 10 or 12 years. So I think it was actually met with more positivity than I thought.
Same.
I was surprised when it was like, it's the end of Nintendo, this is it, we're seeing it right in front of our...
It's always the end of Nintendo.
But you didn't see that here.
No.
You saw that with the Wii U, to a large extent. So either it's because people are being rational about this, or they really want Nintendo not to fail. Nintendo's not going to fail anyway. If no one buys the Switch, it's not like Nintendo's going to go out of business anyway. But because Run Mario is going to make $1 trillion when it comes out, and every other app game is going to come out in the future. But I like the fact that people were being level-headed about this.
Yeah, no, so did I. The trailer was interesting because it taught me that 34-year-old men with dogs play video games until 6 in the morning.
Oh, that's what you learned? To me, they're all 20-year-old hipsters, but okay.
Okay, there was that. I also learned that playing fake basketball is more fun than playing real street ball.
Sure. I don't know what court they were on, by the way. This is like out of a movie. They were like by a bridge overhead. It was insane.
I also learned that a lot of people have rooftop parties, and that's how you introduce them to Mario.
Yes. So I made a joke that like this is Nintendo saying we're taking over the world, and if you don't have a Nintendo system, grandfather, then you'll be dead, and we're going to kill you by the time you're 30. Anyway, there was no old people in this trailer.
No.
There was no children and no old people.
They don't matter anymore.
No, they don't. So this is like some dystopian future where Nintendo's taking over. It's the Nintendo World Order government. And yeah, you're killed off by the time you're 30. And if you don't play a Nintendo system within 20 minutes, the little explosive in your head is going to go off. Because everyone took their Switch from their house. Oh my God, we are going to play. No, now I'm on the band playing. Oh my God, now I'm in the airport. Oh my God. They had to play Nintendo systems every second of their day. That's what I got from that trailer. Am I wrong?
They were originally going to call it the Nintendo Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. Hey, we're on to something here.
They just
See how we build players? I started the thought, Ian slammed it home, like on that court.
We set them up and we knocked them down. So what I actually liked about the trailer, though, legitimately, was how they took these relatively non-revolutionary ideas and made them look really cute and fun. If you go back to the basketball thing, I liked how they set up the two screens with the kickstand facing each other, and they had two people playing because it reminded me of the head-to-head arcade machines, and I was like, oh, that's very cute. And I would play a sports game like that. That's very interesting. And I loved the way they showed off Splatoon and the people doing the local.
It was an esports competitive sort of like warm-up before being again, this is Nintendo World Order, where the only sport you're allowed to watch is our Nintendo games in huge stadiums.
That's fine, all I want to watch
and
is
then if you
Splatoon
lose,
anyways.
the kill switch goes off.
Yeah, the kill switch goes right off in your brain. And it's not painless. It will hurt a lot. It's in the EULA. So, anyways, I just think it's very interesting. And some people have complained about the size. Oh, it's not really portable. Well, neither is your Apple iPad.
Yeah, there's a giant iPad. There's some phones that are huge that you can't fit in your pocket.
We've redefined the definition of portable, and if it can fit in a backpack or a bag, it's portable. I'm excited for it for a couple of reasons. It's not because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, it's because I'm a portable gaming fanboy. So I'll own one. The docking to the TV is kind of secondary for me. The other is the Nintendo Switch partner list. Now, obviously, people pledged support to the Wii U, and that was great. We got Batman, and
Asylum Special Edition.
Whew, I think we got
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
a Mass Effect 3 a special edition 8 months after it came out on their systems.
One Madden game, I think.
That big EA support. We're giving you one Madden game.
We got Fast and the Furious. I'm trying to remember. I have like the entire Activision library because I have two friends who work there, and as a joke wedding gift, they gave me every Activision game they could scoop up off the ground. So coming to my wedding, most of them aren't open, and that's fine. They're okay with that. They thought, they're like, here, haha, it's funny. But you look at this, and provided this goes through, this is great. I'd like to focus on what I think is the best partner, though, which is Spike Chunsoft. Spike Chunsoft is fantastic because I'm going to take that as Fire Pro Wrestling confirmed for the Nintendo Switch.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that's what I'm excited about.
But you want to talk about the partners first?
Yeah, I mean...
So, obviously the big hit with the Wii, and the Wii probably to even a worse extent, was no third-party support or very weak. So, of course, these guys, it's not like it's written in blood, but then it made Nintendo hire the Yakuza to go after them in case they would drop out. You have a nice variety of third-party publishers.
We've got Atlas, so you've got RPGs, we've got Arc System Works,
You got
you've
Activision.
Fighters. You've got Activision, so you've got boring shit no one wants to play.
But it's AAA titles that people need to have on their system.
It'll sell it. Bethesda, yay! Capcom, some stuff.
Sega, Codemasters with Dizzy on Switch.
From Software. Yeah, come on. Armored Core. Great series. We all love Armored Core, right? DNA.
Oh. All right. You made a mistake in the podcast a few months ago. How about Square Enix?
Square Enix is big.
What?
Even bigger is Marvelous, because that means I'll probably get a Center and Kagura game on there. Telltale is big. Platinum.
EA, hopefully more than one game.
Who keeps dropping the ball on things lately, but hey, they can turn it around.
Epic Games.
Epic Games?
Yeah, they're listed.
All right, so we're going to get Jazz the Jackrabbit Part 3? Is that too deep of a cut?
Unreal Tournament, Switch Edition. Do they involve with Gears of War at all at this point?
I don't know.
Okay. Take-Two Interactive.
Konami, we're going to get a lot of pachinkos.
We're going to get Metal Gear Solid Zombie Edition. I guess that means.
It's going to be good.
Ubisoft coming back in.
Once again, Spike Chunsoft.
So it's a hearty list. It's not, the big one missing is Rockstar. That's like, if they had Rockstar on board, I think everyone would be like, oh my god, okay, this is for real, but this is still more than survivable.
Hold on. We forgot Namco is on board.
Okay, yes, we forgot Namco.
We've got Namco on board.
Okay, so we're going to have Nappy Land Switch Edition. Yes. That's my question. Is everything going to be like Mario Switch instead of Mario 64, Mario Wii? That's going to be annoying.
I really hope not.
But I think
Are we over that? It's not 99, 2002 anymore.
Let's go through the trailer, though. I was going to comment on a few things. Besides the fact that, yes,
we covered the bases.
The basis is the middle of it, where this guy literally does have the kill switch in his head, because he goes from in his apartment playing Skyrim, which we'll get into, then sharing the experience at the airport, then on the plane playing Skyrim, and then back home in the cab playing Skyrim again. So yes, there's something going on with this.
That's what Skyrim does to people. I taught my father how to play Skyrim. In 3 months, he logged 343 hours. Him and my mom are still married. It's impressive.
Well, you have a Mario Kart game, which looks like just to be probably just a remastered Mario Kart 8. You have obviously the new Zelda game, which is going to be a launch title. That's confirmed. And then you have a Mario platformer, Ian, that looks suspiciously like a follow-up to Mario 64. Mm-hmm. There's only about 8 seconds of it, but could that be the secret game that was revealed to me before that is a platformer? Which,
I don't know. Are they eating watercress sandwiches on the rooftop?
I don't know. Again, everyone's like between 21 and 27 years old. They're all like upper middle class.
Very nicely dressed.
So why do you think Nintendo decided we don't want to market towards kids anymore?
Because kids don't have money in their fucking pockets.
Well, their parents do.
Yeah, but
The Wii will.
I have this conversation at the store all the time. Video games aren't marketed towards kids anymore. They haven't been marketed towards kids for at least a decade. They're marketed to a 25 to 45-year-old demographic. Nintendo's...
Is this like their form of the Sega Genesis? Like this is for teens and adults?
The benefit of Nintendo's, if you have a family and you buy a Nintendo, it's easy to find games that your kids can play. But it's not how they market it anymore.
They figure they have the kids in the bag, basically. Not literally in the bag, but the kids will want this for Mario games.
Bagging kids.
Just slam against trees at the Friday the 13th with a sleep bag. What? Speaking of Friday the 13th, push back till next year. That's a whole other conversation. The other thing that's interesting about this is that the stock price fell 6% after the announcement.
Despite the enthusiasm.
So remember, stock prices are all, it's the confidence of the people owning the stock. That's basically the confidence of the company. I'm not sure why you wouldn't have confidence in this. It's not like Wii U's are flying off the shelf and 3DS sales have slowed to a crawl because the system's been out for, 5-6 years at this point. So this is a follow-up to, for the first time really ever, it's a follow-up to a handheld console and as well as a traditional TV console.
Right.
Even though that's what Nintendo's saying, it's like, oh well, it's it's going to be a handheld. It's not going to replace the Wii U. Yeah, okay.
Someone joked on Twitter because we talked about it. It's the third pillar. They're going to continue to support the 3DS
Yes.
and the Wii U, but the Switch is going to run concurrently with it.
Sure. So I surmise just that all the people that had 3DS will probably buy it for the most part.
Guilty.
And then some of the people that bought the Wii U and not the 3DS, which there aren't many. If you bought the 3DS, you pretty much bought the Wii U, but not vice versa. So we're looking at sales probably above the Wii U, I can confidently say, but maybe below the 3DS as a safe bet. And even that'll be a success, though. Even if it's somewhere in the middle, you'll like triple the amount of Wii U sold from the Wii U to this.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, you're successful, but I think the ceiling is going to be higher.
I think a couple things are important to consider that will really affect it. If this is to be taken seriously as a portable follow-up, battery life has to be a concern.
Sure.
I think they've got to really shoot for at least 4.5 to 5 hours on it. It's using a version of the NVIDIA Tegra chip.
Custom chip. So
I don't
who
know.
knows? Who knows if they figure some magic out there that
But
powerful but can also.
It's got to be 4.5 to 5 hours. 3-hour battery life isn't going to cut it. Also, the backwards compatibility already seems like it's being botched. They've already said that no physical. Well, of course, there can't be physical backwards compatibility with Wii U games. There's no disk drive. I'm kind of surprised there's no backwards compatibility with physical 3DS games, given that it's a cartridge slot, and they probably could have.
Card.
It looks like a big,
Cartridges are back! No, they're not. It's a card.
It looks like a big piece of chewing gum.
It's basically going from like the standard flash media to like compact flash. Like it's almost like a thicker card.
So I'm surprised because they specified physical, which leads me to think that there might be some way to transfer digitally purchased 3DS or Wii U games over to this system. Obviously, there's not a ton of info out there, but then that leads me to wonder: is this a touchscreen? And if not, then how would the 3DS games work? Would you black bar them on the side? Would you divide it in half? How are you doing this?
I would think for menu operation, it'd have to have a touchscreen. I think that would make sense.
But it doesn't show anyone touching it.
Well, they're also wild-eyed and crazy playing this game.
They want to stay alive.
Exactly, they want to stay alive.
They need to
let's
stay alive.
Let's play huddled in the van. Let's play under basketball. I think. Hey, it's true. Well, that's a bizarre trailer. When I'm talking about the song, which to me is like an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sort of a
It's bizarrely jaunty tune.
jaunty, kind of jazzy ballad.
Play the clown game. It's not good. It's not good. Anything else would have been
What
better than that.
if they did this, Ian?
Okay.
No backwards,
Pitch paint.
no backwards compatibility.
Uh,
But we know your account's probably going to be crossing over to this from the Wii U. We know what you bought, what you registered. For a nominal fee of 10 or 15 bucks, you can download the remastered version of Splatoon that you already bought before.
yeah,
Something like that. Is that out of the realm of possibility?
no, it's not.
Maybe that's the way they can make more money doing that, but also then the fans will be ultra pissed off because they're still getting thrown a bone, even though it's going to be a bone out of their pocket.
Bone, 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 bone. What you gonna do? Anyways, yeah, that's fine. Both harmony. That would be totally okay. Yeah.
I'm the one bad singing now.
We're both
See
singing
you at
poorly.
the cross.
Anyways,
Okay.
let's stop.
So again, they showed off Skyrim for like half of it with that crazy guy who could not play Skyrim. So you'd assume that would be on the system since it's coming back remastered to the other consoles.
Yes.
They confirmed that there'll be Amiibo support because that made Nintendo $1 jillion, so there's no reason not to come back, even though I'd say 90% of the people aren't actually using it for the games, they're just having little toys.
I just kissed them goodnight.
Yeah. What do you think about that controller? Like, honestly.
The puppy dog controller?
You call it puppy dog controller?
I like it.
You like the color scheme, the dark and light gray?
No, I think that looks cheap and shitty, but I like the actual shape.
But do you like the fact that they're focusing on local multiplayer? Though?
Yes.
Like,
No, that's huge.
That's been lost the past like 15 years.
You have to understand that the majority of the time when I play video games, it's on Sunday nights, and I have people over, and we all sit around and dick around and suck at video games, and it's a load of fun. And so the fact that they're focusing on local multiplayer is fantastic. Just this, like I said, the Splatoon part alone got me incredibly excited, and I want to see more of that. And it's weird, like I said, that I'm excited about it because they're making these aspects seem somewhat revolutionary when they're not exactly, because me and all my friends could have sat around with our 3DSs and played Smash, but you can do that on a TV, and not everyone owns a portable system. The fact that this is being pitched as a portable and a console means that I think there's a chance more people will own it.
Well, some people are complaining that the analogs are at opposite ends, but that's because if you take out both, you can use both with 2 different players, and they have the same orientation. You have no D-pad, but 4 buttons, and 4 buttons on the other one with an analog on each. So they're actually reversed of each other. So that's actually...
Cleaners can quit crying because the analogs aren't... Look at the 360 controller, they're not on the same sides there.
This is what I don't think I've seen anyone bring up yet, but I'm not saying I'll be a genius.
for predicting this, but Nintendo, please take my idea and run with it. What if they just sell like retro Joy-Cons? You slide them on, and all of a sudden, okay, there's your N64 setup.